Alright. Finally to an option that won't actually be the same as another, because each of these has a different thing, alright? And for Yorihime's, we have to go to the kitchen. I went to where most of my class was, but it was more of a crowd than I expected. What the heck's going on? I got close and asked my friend Adachi, Yorihime's Yorihime's doing it for us, so everyone can watch. Oh, that was me. Yorihime's doing it for us, so everyone can watch. Oh, I see. It's because it's fucking, it's A as well, so I didn't pay attention to the rest of the letters. And he said Adachi, so I thought it was Adachi who would say that. Ushio, you keep your shirt on? Can you not say anything weird for once? Well, it's the beach, dummy. It's still closed for swimming, man. Moo-hoo-hoo. Adachi said some gay stuff from time to time. I backed away a step. Wait, his name is Ando Adachi. Adachi Ando. It's Ando first name. Second name? Whatever. He stepped forward. I took 2 steps back. Then he took 2 quick steps and another, closing the gap between us. You're a little too close, man. I think we should get closer. The ocean desires it. Man, I don't want to be fucking gay, alright? Man. I mean, it's already established that he had a thing for Luna. No, it doesn't. No. Even to be proud, I'm not. But Ushio, we're meant to be. Don't announce it to the world. Wait. He's meant to be yelling here. Wait. So we can't connect even without words? That is absolutely 100% not what I meant. I decided to end the homoerotic humor and head to the kitchen. Nah, it's not humor. It's real. I stood on my toes and could barely see into the kitchen. Whoa, she's good. And another shouts. So like, what'd you say again? Oh, fucking. Yorihime cut the burdock with precise movements. Wow, she was a good cook after all. But I couldn't just sit in the peanut gallery watching. I plowed through the mass of people and stood next to her. Let me help. Got it. We finished cooking prep, and you came over. You-chan came and talked to me as I was dodging the waves of on the sand. This is the last one, I think. Yes, my math is not off with it, with that guess. So yeah, the last one for Yorihime. I went over to Yorihime's and to return the book she lent me. But still, okay, there you go. I stood outside the entrance and called to her inside. Wait, again? Last time this happened, I just entered and was treated to quite the view. Yeah, so don't you want to see it again? I wouldn't mind seeing that again. Call to her again, place the book down and leave. What do you... Where's the... Go in anyway. Fine, whatever. Call out to her again. Hello? It's me, Yuta. She's not coming out. I decided I would just let myself in. As expected, I could see her figure in the sleeping area. I came to return the book you let me.
そうですか。
I'm gonna put it here, okay?
適当に。
Wow, she's responding to me. Is she really thinking though? Her responses sounded normal. No, they don't. Although that last one didn't sound like Yorihime at all. Yorihime at all. Yorihime at all. Probably because she's so immersed in her book. I figured I'd put the envelope on, push the envelope a bit. Ask what she likes. Ask her measurements. Ask what her dream for the future is. Okay. I'm curious what the guide says. Ask what she like. Ah. The answer is all of the above. Oh, what are your hobbies or favorite foods?
趣味はカステラです。好きな食べ物は読書でしょうか。
Great. That's backwards. It's fine. She likes eating books. Ask her measurements? Surely they wouldn't just... I'd like to ask a weird question. And what are your measurements?
89、60、88です。
Nah. She answered normally. But wow, what a wicked body. Seeing was one thing, but knowing the numbers spiced things up. Well, yeah, if you can visualize it. It was such a risky question. But it still didn't seem like she had snapped out of her reading trance. Ask what her dream for the future is. Tell me your dream for the future.
ゆうたさんのお嫁さんになることです。
Yeah, that one was the most obvious. Oh. Wow, that's awesome. No, yeah, what do you mean? But I'd be a little happier to hear her say it with more gusto. Even though she was reporting from behind her partition, she sounded detached and distracted. I thought about it for a second, but I didn't want to just leave the book without talking to her. Still contemplating what to do, I forced myself to enter her sleeping area. Oh boy. It's not like I just want to see her underwear or anything, okay? No way. I was making excuses to no one in particular, yourself. There it is. I knew it. That spot. It's like a tractor beam for my eyes, for my eyeballs. I channeled my focus and averted my gaze. What a noble, gentlemanly display.
まあ、リストカットだなんて、なんてかわいそうな。
Excuse me? You must be reading pretty intense stuff. You must be reading a pretty intense one. It's smut. Hey, Yorihime. I tapped on the partition wall as I called to her, and she finally turned around. Sorry for butting in again. I tried to get your attention, but you were just uttering half-conscious responses.
すみません。こちらこそ気がつきませんで。
It's fine. It's fine. I retreated to the living room, and Yorihime followed.
なんというか、外に誰かいるなという感覚は 意識の片隅で繰り返し点滅していたんです。ただ文字を追っているとすぐにその感覚が外側に落っこちてしまうような感じで。
Even though she had momentary awareness and was responsive, she would fall right back into the world of her novel. I came to return the book. Thanks a lot.
はい、どうでした？
I don't know, I didn't read it. It was actually really interesting. At first I thought it'd bore me to tears, being about elementary school kids. Yorihime seemed content to be listening to my thoughts on the book. I never read novels for the sake of pleasure, but talking about the story with someone afterwards was quite nice. Was a nice experience.
気に入ってもらえて嬉しいです。私もお気に入りの作品ですので。よかったらまた別のをお貸ししますが、どうしましょう？
Sure, but this time, how about something more intense?
過激ですか？
Maybe not smut, though. Yeah. Like a more adult one.
わかりました。では少々お待ちください。
I don't have a good feeling about this.
これなどはいかがでしょうか？
The Anguished Rose. That sounds interesting. I flipped the book over and read the summary on the back. A young and dumb male allured by an anguished beast. What will Genji choose? Wait, something seems off here.
Eh?
Yorihime looked confused by my reaction. I mean, all the characters are male. Oh, it's a fucking yaoi.
男性同士の恋愛模様を描いていますので。
Of course she reads BL. I'm not surprised. I shouldn't be surprised that she's a fucking blanking on the word, fujoshi. So she's into that, huh? She's into that too.
この本はいいですよ。小悪魔的な美少年中学生と一見窓際、その実野獣の厄年係長代理との間で揺れる恋心。
There is no in between with fucking women and reading shit. Like I said, it's either wholesome or it's smut, alright? True crime falls under that category, alright? So like fucked up shit. I mean, I appreciate the gesture, but can you ask for just a standard heterosexual one?
そうですか。わかりました。
Slightly dejected, Yorihime returned to a bookshelf. That's wild that she likes books like that. She lent me a much more vanilla one. Thanks. I'll be off then.
はい。
I turned around to see her blushing.
思い切って聞きますが、先ほど見えてしまいました。その私の下着。
Yeah, coincidentally enough, they were the same panties that you wore the last time I saw them. He saw them. Oh, sure, she didn't notice. But it looked like I was wrong. As long as she doesn't remember you asking for her measurements. A little. It was kind of hard not to see it, or look right at it. But I looked away immediately. I'm serious. It's not good, you know, to peek like that.
ゆうたさんはやっぱり清い心を持っています。
No, I wouldn't exactly say so.
けれど、そういうものなのですか？
Huh?
どうしても目が向いてしまうと。前回もそのようなこと言っていましたし。
I guess. For a typical male, you know, it's, how can I put it?
なるほど。確かに小説でも野獣のごとき欲望といった描写はよく出てきますが。
Well, yeah, of course they are. It wasn't quite lost, nor was it quite animalistic. Maybe that last novel she had was still on her mind. That last novel was still on her mind.
現実に自分の身に置き換えてみると、なんていうか。
Her cheeks were beet red, and she exhaled hot breaths.
ですね。ちょっと妙な言い方になるかもしれませんが、前回の時はあまり気にならなかったんです。
What do you mean?
ユウタさんに下着を見られたことというか、ユウタさんが私の下着をじっと見つめてきたこと。
Yeah, well, the grammar isn't important, but anyway. It didn't bother you? She shook her head, glowing a shade redder.
前回の時ももちろん罰の悪さとか恥ずかしさは感じました。ただそれはむしろだらしがない姿を見せてしまったことに起因するところが大だったのですが。
I remembered her being worried that I would think her sloppy or improper for reading in that position. My takeaway from that, though, was that Yorihime was just strict with herself.
それが今回は違った種類の慣習があったんです。
Oh, do tell.
ユウタさんが私を見てくるということは、つまり私を求めているということなのかしら。なんて。ただ健全な男子としてはやはり自然発生的な欲望に過ぎない面もあるのでしょうか。
No. The conversation was going down a dark and suggestive corridor. I shook my head. It's not like I can deny that. But it really depends on who I've got my eyes on. I feel a stronger emotion too. You're Yorihime, and I'm me. I think that plays a role, definitely.
前回はそうした心の機微に思い至ることがなかったんです。小説はやっぱり小説に過ぎないんですね。知識としてはそれなりに知っているつもりだったのに、今回初めて実感できたものでした。
But why this time?
それはもちろんユウタさんにますます惹かれているからかと思います。
Hearing her be so candid with her feelings caught me off guard. All I could do was murmur thank you and nod my head slightly. Yorihime giggled at my shyness. I could feel my face getting hotter. So, thanks for this.
いいえ、読み終わったらまた感想を聞かせてくださいね。
Sure. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's the sound he made. It was the last day of the long weekend. I was reading quite unlike me. I borrowed more and more from Yorihime. It might have been starting to see the appeal. Or maybe it was just... I grumbled as I was reading. But wow, this book is dirty. I wanted a more extreme one, which is what I told her when I borrowed this. Honestly, it was arousing me to no end. And the content itself aside, Yorihime actually read and enjoyed this. That Yorihime. What kind of look did she have on her beautiful face when she read this? My mind was starting to wonder. And maybe those places my mind was wondering to elicited that feeling. I'm starting to get antsy. I was doubly surprised by the knocking at the door. Yes? I shoved the book on my desk.
失礼します。
So he isn't even reading it in his bed? Yorihime. The subject of my wondering thoughts came in, and my face burned red.
どうかしました?
I'm definitely not reading porn that you gave me. I don't... Oh, no.
まあ、真っ赤な顔。
Yorihime hurried over to me in concern.
もしかして、熱でも?
Oh. She bent down and moved her face right next to mine. I could practically feel the steam emanating off me.
ちょっと失礼しますね。
Her soft hand brushed my hair to the side and I let out a small groan. A nice scent washed over me.
やっぱりすごく暑いですが。
It's your fault I'm hot! I could feel her breath on me. I was scorching, and my brain was seconds from becoming soup. Could work as well, you know. Especially for liquid soap. She finally realized how close she was, and took a step back. Just like me, or maybe even more. She glowed red from the shoulders up.
すみません、私ったら。
She averted her eyes in shame. No. I wiped my forehead, and my hand was streaked with sweat. You don't need to apologize for anything. I figured it was best to make that clear. She shamefully bowed her head again, then smiled pleasantly at me.
でも、本当にどうしたんですか? 部屋に入った時、顔が真っ赤で、ちょっと心配になってしまったのですが。
I was just laughing about something I remembered and couldn't breathe. Dang, now she probably just thought I was a psycho, laughing all alone. I definitely didn't want that. Not so opting to tell the truth, I pulled the book out. No, it was actually this. I was reading the book you loaned me, and, got a little excited.
わかります。私もドキドキしましたから。
You know, you normally shouldn't admit to that. Yorihime, you did? Here, now confirm my original thoughts directly surprised me.
小悪魔美少年と中年野獣、そして元春の3人が川の字になった時は、とてもドキドキしました。
Oh, he's reading the BL book. I didn't realize Yuta was like that. The, one I borrowed wasn't the Anguished Rose. Oh, okay, no, he was misunderstanding, thank God. Wait, no. Yes, I hate that he's... Yes, if Yuta was gay, I would... Never mind. Spooning. I wonder if that was all that happened.
すみません、私ったら、ついその気になってしまっていて。
What kind of mood is that? She also meant that kind of mood. We both burst out laughing. As we enjoyed that jovial moment, the earlier awkwardness seemed to drift away. I put the book back in my desk, and she asked me what she came for.
実はちょっとご相談があるのですが。
What?
前にもお話ししたかと思いますが、私、ユータさんにお会いすることの他にも、こちらに来た目的がありました。
Getting into the plot. As a representative of the goddesses, I had also come to confirm the faith humanity possesses. Right, humanity's belief, their faith. You came to check on that.
ええ、覚えていてくれたんですね。
Yorihime smiled pleasantly. Well, because it's about you. I felt like that was a bold thing to say. Yorihime blushed. But it wasn't a lie or a joke. If you're interested in the girl, you tend to remember things. It was only natural. So, what about it?
入学して1ヶ月が過ぎました。私もそろそろ学校に慣れてきましたので、まずは学校の皆さんに聞いてみようかと思ったのです。が、そこではたと悩んでしまったのです。私が女神であること、それは誰も知らない事実です。ということは、私は皆さんにとってごく普通の女子学生に過ぎないわけで。
You're hardly average with those looks. People gaped on the street when she passed by. Seriously.
にもかかわらず急にそのようなことを尋ねたら、皆さんびっくりされるのではないかと。
Yeah, they might think you're trying to indoctrinate them into a cult. Yeah, I can see that.
それに学校という場にふさわしい話題とも思えませんし、皆さんの関心事といったら恋愛とか。
I recalled everyone consulting her on the subject that one time. Well, that's girls for you.
もちろん私にとっての関心事でもありますが。それで。
Yorihime blushed a bit, and her tone changed.
どうしたらうまい具合に質問できるかと悩んでしまったんです。
I nodded. Silence befell my room. I thought for a moment, then spoke. Before, when all that stuff with Mikoto happened, I said that off the cuff, but we said something like you were the daughter of a priest or a famous shrine.
はい。
No one doubted that in the slightest. I mean, it's believable for you.
それっぽい?
Well, you know, pardon my rambling, but a shrine priest's daughter is, like, beautiful, pure, and courteous. Well, leaving that aside, I might as well have just praised her directly just now. It wasn't really rambling in that sense, but right on the mark. It wouldn't be so strange for a girl like that to be, like that to ask, right? It just occurred to me. What do you think?
そうですね。
She didn't agree, but rather went into deep thought. I wonder, though. I fell into reverie myself. Yorihime didn't seem like one to tolerate lies. If she were to embrace the story and act on it, she might end up telling the truth by accident. Okay, if it's fine with you, I can help.
いいんですか?
Her face lit up. Yeah. I don't have any after-school clubs. Any after-school clubs or anything. I'm all free.
ありがとうございます。やっぱりユータ さんは親切な人です。
Oh, come on. I just thought that it would be fun to hang out with her is all. It was also true that I wanted to help any way I could. She looked at me with sincerity and affection. I felt a shiver run up my spine. That's all well and good, but what's the best way to ask? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? Sounds like we're trying to proselytize. Yep.
それについては考えてあるんです。カンナビ岳ですが。
カンナビ?
ご存知ではないですか?
No. She looked upset, so I tried my hardest to remember if I had ever heard of it, but I had no idea.
北東20キロほどのところにある山です。標高は1000メートル程度ですが、その山陽においてはひときわ目立つ山で。
Right. She still looked upset, so I made a big deal of remembering that. Then I needed to. I remember now. Yeah, there's a bus that goes there from the station. The mountain is the last stop. I remember seeing that name, Kanabi.
よかった。たまたま忘れてしまっただけなのですね。
Yeah, definitely just slipped my mind. It wasn't always the case, but I tried not to blab more than necessary when she smiled like that. So, what about Mount Kanabi?
山頂にご神体の岩がありますよね。
Yeah. Do you smell what the rock is cooking? No. Come on.
さ
Yeah, I didn't expect a rock reference from. Yeah, okay. You know, I probably could have said it in the way the rock would have, but I'm not going to do that. No, never mind. So.
実はご神体こそが女神と人をつなぐよすがなのです。
A beacon? What's that supposed to mean?
この場合は手がかりでしょうか。思い出のよすがになるとか。
A connection?
それを手がかりに女神と人はつながることができる。カンナビ岳山頂のご神体とはそういうものなのです。
That's why when I said I didn't know, she seemed upset.
ですので、カンナビ岳にお参りに行ったことがあるかどうか、その確認が一つの目安になるのではないかと思うんです。
Okay, so if you're gonna do that, the amount of people who have prayed there at school would have probably been 0. I see. Yeah, that's not a conspicuous question at all. You're just cautious as the daughter of a Shinto priest.
では早速ですが、ゆうたさんはお参りに行ったことありますよね。バスに乗って。
Oh, he was so shocked that the quotation isn't there. The other quotation mark is gone.
ななな、バスに乗って。
What? Singing isn't gonna make it true.
ごめんなさい。
No, it's my fault. I knew I couldn't lie to her after something like this. I've never been there. I recalled the name just now, only because I saw the name on the bus a couple of times.
そうですか。
What? She raised her voice pointlessly, just like I had before.
まあ、五十里四方に人はたくさんいらっしゃいますし、全員が全員とはならないのはむしろ当然のことで。
Oh no, her smile is forced right now. She didn't seem angry, but definitely a little shocked.
いえ、本当に。
Yeah. But being her usual optimistic self, her smile was back to normal. Hmm? What do you mean by leagues?
女神はこの国を広く守護していますが、私の一族はカンナビ岳を中心に50里四方を守護しているんです。
Whoa, so that's like 200 kilometers? That's a big area.
前にも言いましたが、神など無力なもの。人々の思いがあってこそ守護もできるわけですからね。
Yeah.
では早速明日からよろしいでしょうか。お時間をいただいても。
Oh, yeah. We can take as long as we need.
助かります。
She bowed her head, then got up from the pillow on the floor. There was a pillow on the floor? Did she bring it, or did you put it on the floor, or did she take it from your couch? It was amazing that she had kept perfect posture on her knees the whole time we talked. So refined. She's just, you know, she's well practiced. Alright, never mind.
ちょっと足がしびれてしまいました。
She's experienced. She's good on her knees, you know? So even your legs go numb. She was certainly refined, but I liked her flashes of normalcy as well. You could have just sat normally.
いえ、それはできません。だらしないですからね。
I mean, he has seen your panties twice. So like, you know, your sloppy is at a way higher bar than most. The Shimapan came rushing back into my mind as I mumbled to myself. Why did that word Shimapan come to me just then?
では失礼します。
Oh, Yorihime.
何でしょう。
I hesitated, but managed to ask anyway. I wonder, do you think they've gone to pray? I was worried, which is why I stopped her. It sounded like she also had the same fear before.
それはあると思いますよ。
He said it with such confidence. I had nothing else to add. Oh, yeah, well, good. Okay, after class tomorrow, let's go around and ask everyone together. Ask everyone together.
はい。
I get a bad feeling about this. Once alone, I didn't continue reading, but rather just sat there spacing out. She's seriously optimistic, huh? She's gonna be sorely disappointed, too. I remembered something else she had said before. My elders are deeply concerned about its fragile state, but my peace of mind is unbreakable. Humanity losing faith is simply not a possibility. It wasn't bad to be optimistic or anything, but it could set one up for quite the fall. Yeah, 5-7. Quite the fall indeed.
あら、今日の頼姫はちょっとめかし込んでいるのね。あら、わかりますか？ええ、もちろん。
Shut up. Like you have some nice panties on. Why would you go to... Look, I know you've seen them twice, but why would you go to there? What makes you think...
失礼ながらゆうた氏はアフォーでございますか？
Can you not say that so harshly? I'm kidding. Good. What do you mean, done up? I examined her face closely. It didn't seem like she was any different from usual. You have a new shawl? That wouldn't make sense either.
失礼ながら言うたしよ。
I'm serious this time. Is it not that?
羽衣はたった一つで替えなどはありませんからね。
I see.
ゆうたも鈍いわね。女がめかし込むと言ったら化粧しかないでしょ。
Oh, whoa. Makeup? You're wearing some today?
ええ、紅を少し。
She was so modest, but that attitude suited her best. Oh, wow. You were sharp to notice, Lucy.
私はそういうのすぐわかるわよ。
I guess you did. Honestly, I would never have known it. I would have never had known. I would never have known.
でも、どうしたの？
Everyone besides Lucy looked puzzled. So Yorihime explained the plan to them.
それで、放課後は学校の皆さんに聞いて回ろうと思っているものですから。
They still seemed confused afterwards, so Yorihime continued.
一説によれば、顔は第一印象の過半を占めるそうです。アンケートのようなことを行うわけですからね。であれば、第一印象は良くするべきかと思いまして。はあ。
The group clamored in understanding, impressed at her effort. Wow, she really puts a lot of thought into things.
急に髪の毛を触り出して、どうしたです？
No reason.
いつも気になりますが、ゆうたしはいつも寝癖がついておりますな。
I don't have time to fix it.
ゆうたさんはそのままでいいのではないかと。
I couldn't ask the reason.
でも、いつもと別に変わんなくない？かりんちゃん、さらっと失礼なこと言ってますよ。はあ、めっちゃ変わってる。山場みたい。もっと失礼です。
Yorihime's tone was chilly.
いや、ごめん。まあ、こういうのは私も好みませんからね。
I can't just say that I agree with Karen. Either way, with or without makeup, her first impression was flawless.
どっちにしろメイクくらいはした方がいいと私は思うけどね。年頃の女ですものね。
Lucy flicked her long hair with pride.
面倒じゃない？
面倒よ。でも楽しいじゃない。
Well, yeah, fucking Karen caked that shit so much that they had to censor her face.
楽しいの？
Don't ask me.
私、絵を描くのは意外と好きです。
That is not related.
絵ってね、別に仮面をつけるわけじゃないわよ。とはいえ、メイク一つで女は化ける。もっとも、それも元があってこそでしょうけどね。
Yeah, it definitely transformed Lucy and Yorihime. In no way.
絵ってね、別に仮面をつけるわけじゃないわよ。とはいえ、
Lucy too didn't seem to use more than a light shade of makeup either. But still, this wasn't just some random activity for Yorihime. She was even going so far as to make sure her impression was good. I need to be on my game to help her. I tried to psych myself up. Class ended for the day. Heading down to the floor where the third years had class made me a little nervous. Fuck, I forgot that only the characters with sprites have voices. Oh, your boyfriend's here! No. I shook my head vaguely, but had to second guess how I felt about that. I felt like I refused it more flatly last time that that was said. But this time, I didn't bother to actually vocalize the fact that I wasn't her boyfriend. As I was pondering, Yorihime stood up from her desk.
これからちょっと用事がありますので、今日はこれで失礼しますね。
Oh, a date?
だったらよかったのですが。
Don't enable them.
あら、ゆうたさん髪型を整えたんですね。
Oh, yeah, a little. My friend gave me some moose. It's double S.
ゆうたさんはいつも通りでも素敵だと思いますよ。
Well, I just thought I should take this a little more seriously. We stood in front of the school gate, asking students on their way home. If this was me being asked, even by a same-year student, I would be highly suspicious, but Yorihime sent such concerns flying out the window. Her personality had that effect on people. I would like to ask you some questions. Please, I am with third year class A Yorihime Mitsuno Tama. She is the priest's daughter at Saru Shrine. I hooked people in with just that, with just the introduction, but Yorihime handled the real questions. The girls were friendly with her, and the guys couldn't resist talking to her. Nothing but smooth sailing so far, except for the fact that none of them will say that they went to the shrine. Her task itself was flourishing, but I could see her mood gradually worsening the more people she asked. The amount of people who had gone to Mount Kanabi to pray was 0. See what I fucking tell you? In fact, less than half of the students had even heard of the mountain. At first, Yorihime had stayed optimistic as ever, but without a single catch, that optimism soon gave way to disappointment. Yorihime... I didn't know what to say, so all I could do was call her name.
大丈夫ですよね。全校生徒だってたかだか数百人です。対して小十里司法の中任は。
Yes. She gave me a strong smile despite her sadness, which made my chest hurt. I just hoped that we happened to be the outlier demographic. I mean, it's gonna be old people who pray, young people with their parents who pray. So, yeah, you're about there. It'd be the people who are old enough who probably like around, let's say, it's a big age group, mind you, though. It'd be probably like 10 to like 40, right? That's a lot of years, right? But, you know, between those two, I think, yeah. The last chime to leave the school grounds rang. Most students had already left, but we couldn't yet tear ourselves away from our spot. Yorihime, it's about time. I couldn't bear to see her like this any longer. She just nodded meekly in silence. On the way home, we barely exchanged any words in the humid air. I knew the silence wasn't good, but I just couldn't find any appropriate words. I forced myself to say something, but the solace I offered was barely above a mumble. Well, they're all students, so, you know, young people don't really go pray, I feel. Oh, hey, what about the capital of old people? Do you know about the Togenuki Jizo in in Sugamo?
ゆうたさん、
Maybe I was overdoing trying to cheer her up. I thought so, but it turned out to be something different.
気晴らしに歌を歌ってもよろしいでしょうか？
A song? You mean you want to go to karaoke?
いいえ、歩きながらです。
Yeah, I don't mind. She took a deep breath. Just a breath?
次が本番です。では。雪の魔法で笑顔あげるよずっとね。
I didn't know the song, but her dulcet tone was pleasant. Only one tone. She's really good. It sounded like the lyrics were also meant to cheer up or inspire. A girl walking next to me on a lone dark road was singing. Experiences like these didn't often fall on my lap, and I kind of liked it.
なんだかすっきりしました。
The writers could only think up one line. You're a great singer. Do you like singing?
そうですね。家事をしながらよく歌っているような気がします。
I see.
さっきの話ですが、そうですよね。ゆうたさんがさっき言ってくれたことです。私もそうだと思いました。
Yeah. I guess it was better that I cheered her up than just staying quiet.
それにやはり人数もすごく多いというわけではありません。ですので、まだまだこれからですよ。
Yeah. Her optimism was extraordinary. It was a little forced, yeah, but it was far better than staying depressed about it.
明日は学校ではなく街中、商店街のあたりに出てみようと思います。
Yeah.
明日も付き合ってくれますか？
Of course.
ありがとうございます。
That smile was anything but forced, though. Knowing that I could bring that out of her made me overjoyed. 5-8. We started right after the class was out.
商店街に行く前に先生方にも聞いておきたいのですが。
Yeah, the teachers would probably be in the same age demographic as I was talking about before. Sure. But like the younger teachers wouldn't have gone, and the older ones have a higher chance of going. I figured with teachers it was best to just leave it to Yorihime. I waited outside. She came out after about 10 minutes with a peculiar frown. How'd it go?
カンナビ岳という山のこと、ほとんどの先生は知ってはいたのですが、
And
行ったことのある人は数えるほどしかいませんでした。
were they the older teachers? Oh, but
それもお参りというのではなく、近くの川に釣りに行ったということでしたので。
oh, never mind. So, if they actually were praying, if they actually did go to pray, it probably would have been the older teachers that did that. But, you know. Well, but hey, more than half the students didn't even know about it. So I think we can expect more from adults.
そうですよね。
She turned her frown upside down. Frown upside down. We left school for the shopping district. Oh, that reminds me.
はい。
Oh, I just thought we don't usually do things together. We lived right next to each other, and attended the same school, but we hadn't done anything together yet. And that wasn't limited to just Yorihime either. None of the other world princesses had ever attended school, so I was trying to be considerate and let them enjoy their new student lives. The way she laughed gave me a warm feeling for some reason.
今ふと思ったんですか？
Yeah?
そうですか。でも私は昨日から思っていたんですよ。いいえ、昨日ではありませんね。おととい、ゆうたさんが付き合ってくれるとそう言ってくれた時から、こうして二人で肩を並べて歩くとか、おしゃべりするとか、そんなことを想像していました。
Oh. I was getting bashful hearing her give such a detailed response, so all I could do was mumble a boring answer.
これが一種のお仕事でなければもっと良かったと思うのですが。
Oh, right. Yesterday she had said that. Oh, a date? Well, that would be nice, but she may have just been going along with it as if it were a joke. I don't think you understand Yorihime. That would not be something she would joke about. I swung for the fences with my follow-up. Once you find a place to stop, maybe we can go somewhere together. Zero hesitation. That's how you know. My heart suddenly sped up. I knew it was unnatural and awkward to fall silent, but I held my tongue and looked at the ground anyway.
楽しみです。
Yeah, me too. I looked into her eyes and said it, knowing I should at least say that with conviction. We didn't talk much after that, until we reached the shopping district. It can be awkward walking in silence with someone, but it didn't feel that way at all. We were both aware of each other. That sensation felt pretty good. And we got to work. Oh, Yuri, welcome, afternoon.
こんにちは。
Oh, that guy just greeted her. Was that normal? I had never cooked on my own, so I couldn't say for sure. Oh, right. I asked her right after she got here. Do you talk to vendors?
そうですね。世間話など。
It had only been a week at the time, but she already seemed so familiar. It was her approachable, pleasant demeanor for sure. Hmm? The older guy squinted at me suspiciously. That's rare for you. A boyfriend? Yorihime just laughed pleasantly.
今日はアンケートのお願いがあって伺ったんですが。
I thought she was gonna say, actually, my fiancé. But she didn't say anything. Questions? Starting with the grocery stand, we asked everyone in the vicinity. They're probably gonna be disappointed again. And the results... It was the same answers at school. They knew the name, but hadn't gone. But we did get one piece of interesting information. Mount Kanabi. My friend actually, they used to go almost religiously to pray there. Huh? Why'd they stop? I don't really know. I wonder if they just naturally lost interest. Ah, so it's less so the fact that people are losing faith, but more so that they have lost the shrine there has lost its appeal. Because like at this, it's a shrine is still a tourist destination, regardless of the fact that it's a shrine. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, okay, I wouldn't be surprised if people just went there, not to like pray, quote unquote, right? But it's not like they're religious, you know? Just like a one-off thing, especially for like something as significant as Mount Kanabi. I don't know. The speculation that they lost interest was concerning, but until some point they had gone religiously, that was the truth. We both wondered why they would stop. Losing interest was just too sad of a reason.
まだですよね。まだまだ。何しろ50里四方は広いのですから。
The vibe was painful. Yeah, I was thinking, when we go to Mount Kanabi ourselves.
ええ、それは構いませんが。
I'm glad he actually said we should go there. I too only know it by name, but now I want to go.
はい。
Plus, going to the place in question might reveal something to me. We decided that on Sunday we'd go on a nice mountain hike. A kilometer mountain hike. Okay. How about starting tomorrow? We go a little farther.
はい。ゆうたさんにはお手数をおかけしますが。
How so? You know, it's like you said, the area is huge, so we can't draw any conclusions after a few days.
ですよね。
People kept asking if I was her boyfriend. Neither of you corrected any of them, though. I mean, Yorihime came from afar to be with me, so I was the one wasting time here. I gave her a sidelong glance. I realized I shouldn't take her wondering for much longer. Keep her wondering for much longer.